Planning ahead to alleviate crisis decisions, okay? And what I mean by that is this. If you plan ahead of time how you're going to react in a situation, you're going to be able to make a clear-headed, well, let me explain it this way. In your head, you have these two warring factions, thrive and survive. You know, when you're in the thrive mode, and you can make a great decision ahead of time. So what I mean by that is if I'm going to go hiking, I'm excited, I'm in that thrive mode. And so I can sit here ahead of the hike and I can go, okay, we're going to be out there for 4 or 5 hours. We're hiking. I'm going to need to bring 2 or 3 bottles of water with me. I want to make sure that my blood pressure stays steady. Hey, let me bring maybe a meat stick. Let me bring a little lettuce wrap. Let me bring some seeds. Sunflower seeds would be my go-to. Let me bring a few dates. Let me pack a few dates or even a cut up apple. It could be an orange that you like. You know, what is it that you enjoy having? Could be some dried fruit as well. But ahead of time, I can go, you know what? I think I'm going to probably hike for a couple miles, take a break, drink a bottle of water, eat some of these snacks, and I'm going to pack them and take them with me. Okay, I can do that in that side of my brain that is on thrive. Okay, now if I go out hiking for the same length of time and I don't bring or take anything, then what's going to happen is at some point in time I'm going to start getting dehydrated, which then means that I'm thirsty, and I'm also going to get hungry if I don't have any snacks after I exert that much energy. And so what happens is my body goes into then survive mode. In survive mode, my body is concerned about the long term. And so whatever I eat gets stored as fat. I'm not going to be able to make the same decisions. If I'm in survive mode and I walk by a hot dog stand, I'm going to get a hot dog because I'm starving. If all they have is soda and a hot dog, it's going to be so much easier for me to make the decision to go soda and hot dog because my brain is going, get something, we're starving. And that's what I mean. So planning ahead is super important, or we get to those crisis decisions. And in my journey of the last, 18 years, I've definitely learned that at the beginning, probably the first 7 or 8 years of my journey, I would go into crisis mode by 3 to 4 hours because I was still expunging things. I was still getting used to it. And I wasn't at the same knowledge and also thriving spot that I am now because I was still trying to figure out what my body wanted. And I needed to hear what my body was saying to me, and I was still learning, okay? Now I'm at the place where I know ahead of time. I'm like, I'm out a couple hours later. Okay, I probably should go get, a bottle of water. I should get a bottle of water. Okay, if I start feeling hungry, I know I can wait it out for a couple minutes, and that'll give me, another 15 minutes before it kicks in again, and then I can get to food. Or I have my food ready. Okay, so I've evolved along with it to be able to be better to not come into crisis. I'm super careful to take things with me. If you go in my car and you look in the console in my car, I have sesame seeds, I have dried apricots, and I have some date, because I know I could have a date, a couple apricots, or a little bit of seeds, and I can last for another hour until I can get to a proper meal if I need to. Ahead, when you're going to go into a situation, let's say you're going out to eat, and this restaurant may not have a whole lot for you to eat. Eat as a light meal before you go. That will alleviate a crisis decision when you get in front of everybody and then you make a bad choice, And because, again, that warring faction, thrive, survive, and the way that you can keep that happy is that you prepare ahead of time. That's the only way you can do it. And once you get the hang of it, eat a light meal if you're going to go out to eat, and you're probably only going to be able to get a salad. Take your own salad dressing if you don't want to eat the salad dressing that has the stuff you can't eat it. For me, I don't eat soy. I'm actually allergic to soy. And So going out to eat and getting a salad is virtually impossible unless I go to a restaurant where they're going to have olive oil and balsamic vinegar, and then I can make my own salad dressing. So know before you go. That's part of alleviating crisis decisions. You know, check out, especially now, you can go on your phone, check out a menu ahead of time, kind of know what you can eat. The fast food's a lot harder. Quick pickup, a little less hard. You know, a medium, like a chain restaurant, some of them are pretty good, but then when you get to the 5-star restaurants, usually you have very knowledgeable chefs and you can ask them questions. You can even call ahead of time and tell them if you have different diet needs. But don't wait for somebody else to educate you. Here's a common one though. When you go and ask them, oh, I can't eat wheat. Not all wait staff know the difference between wheat and white flour. They may think, oh no, we use white flour. Now it's white wheat, but they may make an association of wheat meaning whole wheat. So make sure that you're on the lookout, you're knowledgeable, and you say, I don't eat flour made from wheat, you know, so you can help with that too. And also be kind. You know, you and I are learning too, so let's give room for the people that are serving us to learn as well, learn with us. They might learn something from you that could really help them to help another person so they don't get sick in the future. So be patient, plan ahead, call ahead. If you're going to a family gathering, offer to cook something that you can take that you know you can eat. You know, those are all simple ways that you can kind of alleviate that, you know, and just make it easier on yourself. So with that, let's get started.